We're in today with the legendary GTX 680, 4GB of VRAM from EVGA. This is a very awesome video card. I think this is the for the win model because I know there is only for the win and then classified that is the best subvendor from GTX 680 EVGA. So I know this because I keep looking for a classified and I know there is only 100 megahertz difference between this and classified model. This one is rocking with 4GB of VRAM, 256 bits with a core clock at 1085 megahertz. On the memory, it's 1500 megahertz. On the shader side, I got 1536 shaders. This is still a capable video card, but the only problem is DirectX 11. Even though it's got the specs, I think this is the only disadvantage. We're gonna pair it up with this i7 9 Gen. I'm gonna see how this video card is working in a couple of games. All right, let's start with Apex Legends. Let's put everything on low details. I think with this low details, I get the opportunity to play really, how should I say, with a high FPS in the game with this video card. 100 FPS on average with 50 minimals and 77 1%. Those are interesting numbers for a video card like this. How old is this video card? Exactly, and still got that performance. Now on the GPU side, apparently 99% you can actually see the core is mega loaded, but it's still delivering that 100 FPS, so I'm not going to complain. 150 watts apparently that's the maximum water this GPU it's eating with the settings. At the moment it's sitting around 120, but it's still okay. I had to put the video cards on 2800 RPM in order to keep the GPU cool and have no problem with the temperature. Look at that, it's 50 degrees. It's a blower, you know what you can expect. Yeah, I have no problems. Seriously, I have no problems with this. On Apex, apparently it's working really nice. It's got a display port in the back, HDMI, two display ports, actually two DVI ports, and it's quite good. You know, it's one of those video cards. If you can put your hands on it, it's just nice to have it as an asset. I don't want to diss this video card, but I still think it's still sufficient, you know, for what I need from a 600 series video card. Okay, definitely we're gonna try Fortnite because Fortnite has performance mode and allow us to get some really nice FPS, and I'm all into getting more FPS with older GPU. So let's jump in and see how it's running with performance mode. Actually, it's on high details with performance mode. Can't wait to see the minimals and 1%. I think those numbers will be quite good, you know, because even the CPU is doing a fantastic job with 50-60 watts consumption, you know, but it's barely used on 40%. System RAM is nearly reaching 10 gig of system RAM, so I'm still on the positive side with 16 gig of system RAM per computer, but this one has 32 gig because of Hogwarts Legacy and other games that I wanted to test. It does work really nice when it comes to delivering those averages. In some cases it's dropping below 60 FPS, but it doesn't matter because I still have the best average that is possible for this video card. But I think the numbers is based on the high quality that I put on high performance, and if you put it on low details I think it will be even better. But in this case it's reaching 150 watts with nearly 60 degrees on the temperature. If you put it on low details, lock the frame on 120 or 100, I think it will be much better for the video card. In my case I had to put 3800 RPM in order to get the GPU cooled. But it's okay, it's delivering the FPS really nice in Fortnite. I like how it's performing, and it will still be a valid GPU in this case. Why did let's jump into War Thunder and see how it's running with this game, because I know this game is gonna do really nice with this video card on medium details. If there is any chance so I can actually increase the details, I'm gonna put it up, because I think the VRAM is not gonna be filled up, but let's see how the core is doing with this video card. Look at those numbers, I love them. 170 FPS. Oh, I'll take it all day, seriously. I want more. Can't wait to see the averages on minimal and 1%. Oh, 21, only 21 on minimal. I was expecting more, but considering the core is mega loaded, I'm guessing that is the problem. 2.8 gig of VRAM used. Not bad, not shabby, seriously. Wish it was more, but it's enough, you know. 2.8 gig of VRAM used, 183 watts consumption. Ah, okay. All right. Started to see the pattern here. 39 on minimal. Apparently it's getting better and better. What the f KV1S? How the f did he manage to kill me? Look at him. I thought that was enough in the hill so I can get some cover. Well done GTX 680. You got enough FPS to deliver some really nice entertainment. The game really likes it, seriously. Let's jump into World of Tanks and see how this game is performing with this video card, because I know it's gonna do really nice. I'm now going to activate VSync. I'm gonna put it on 60 Hz and medium details. If medium details is okay, then the whole game flies. Definitely is working really nice considering the age. I mean, the age, I can say the same thing about this game, but the video card is a bit newer than the game. I don't care because this is a free-to-play game, and it's kind of cool to see a video card like this, how it's performing with medium details. Just in case you're wondering if is it worth on actually upgrading the video card just to play World of Tanks. No, it's not worth it. You can have a lot of fun with this video card in World of Tanks. Okay, so I got 190, 200 FPS on the display. Yes, around 170 based on how I'm sniping, and because every single time I'm sniping it drops the FPS lower. So nearly 200 FPS on average. I don't need this because of the 200, nearly 180 watts here. So what I can do is go into the settings, put it on ultra and put VSync on. Maximum details apparently is still doing the job. 63 FPS, 38 FPS on minimal. Ooh, fantastic performance from this, seriously. Let's jump into Crossout. I think this game has the same potential like the other games, but the only thing I want to do is, oh no, it's legacy GPU compatible. Let's restart it. I think I'm on medium details. I keep seeing a lot of mediums, lows. Let's put it on medium and that's it. Let's see how it's running with medium details. I think it will be okay, no? Let's see. So the only thing I'm curious about this game is the average on minimals and 1%. I mean, the game is very entertaining and I don't want any dips in the FPS. That's the only thing. If I get those clean FPS, then I think my gameplay will be okay. On the CPU side, apparently, damn, the CPU is mega loaded too, 75 degrees. This is for the first time I'm seeing this game, like loading the CPU like this. Enter GPU. Oh my god, it was like a match made in heaven, seriously, with this. So on medium details, apparently it's loading the whole thing. Got 35 on minimal, but managed to load everything. System RAM, how much had you? 6.5 gig of system RAM. So the GPU did fantastic, but the CPU was mega loaded. Why? Don't believe it, man. Seriously. Don't believe that this game is loading that CPU. But oh my god, it's delivering. It's loading the CPU so hard. Look at it. Both the CPU and the GPU are maximum 100% and 100 FPS on both. I think the load on the CPU is based on the players amount that is in the game, because now it's like 30% only on the load on the CPU. So I'm guessing the amount of people that is in the game is dictating the load on the CPU. So maximum details in this game, it's very bad for lots of people at the same time. But the less people and the less car models there is in the game, apparently the less stress there is on the hardware. So medium details, low details will be ideal with this combination. Or go for performance mode like in FORTNITE. And that's it. I like it. I like how the whole system was working. Actually, first time I'm seeing CPU load 100%. Let's jump into CSGO and see how the game is performing with this game and this GPU. Oh, this is good. I like the FPS 200. If it's 200 over 200, then it's okay. Theoretically, should give me very good FPS on average, you know, minimals and 1%. 15 FPS on average. I don't care about what you're saying about this, but this is not a good number for me in CSGO. I want like better FPS. 150 watts on the GPU consumption. It's damn, Daniel. It's a lot for a game like this. It doesn't make any sense, but apparently it's good on the temperature, you know, 56 actually. The system itself, it's not very stressed. If you want to play CSGO with an i7 9 gen, I think it's not worth it to stay on this. But the CPU is doing really nice, you know, it's 40% loaded with nearly 50 watts consumption, so I'm not gonna diss it because it's doing a fantastic work, you know, with CSGO and this video card. The core on the GPU is not loaded. 84% on the core. It's okay. It's not that bad. I mean, it delivers the performance. If you are in a position to have a good monitor for this video card, you can actually have a lot of fun in games like this, like CSGO, that is going above 200 FPS. Having 200 FPS hertz on a monitor, it's a big upgrade, you know, for your system, and I think that the video card needs to have DisplayPort for you to benefit from it. But this is a 600 series, and I think you'll have problems, you know, on maxing out that FPS. You cannot output this FPS into a DisplayPort with this video card. I know I can benefit from a video card like this with 4GB of VRAM, but I think there's a couple of GPUs that are more efficient than this 680. But if you're interested on having, or if you're interested on getting a video card like this just because it's cheaper than the next 4GB VRAM GPU that is available on the market, it's okay. But the only downside is DirectX 11 compatibility. That's it. I will choose an AMD video card 4GB of VRAM all day if it's got DirectX 12 compatible. And that's it. There's no complaining. Actually, I do have the next video card. It will be with 4GB of VRAM from AMD DirectX 12, and it's cheaper than this video card. And yeah, in some cases it's worth it to look around and see other video cards. But from my point of view, having a GTX 680 with 4GB of VRAM from EVGA is just, yeah, it's just a peak of collection, if it makes any sense. But if you're interested to get it, and if it's cheap nearby you, or if you're interested on how shall I say? Actually, I don't know, because it's not worth it. It's very expensive. Seriously, this EVGA. I would say build an old system. No, it's not worth it because they're expensive EVGA models. Damn, but they're cool. They are good looking with blower fan.